Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Please forgive me. I think I totally bombed out that first Johan model opening from Mark. The camera was just, I was watching it, it was like, man, I had this camera. Ugh. Anyway, I've got the focus setting back where it's supposed to. I don't know what I did wrong or how I did it, but anyway, I did. And I'm not going to go back and redo the video, so here is one, and on this one as well, I'm going to read. So Mark was gracious enough to send me a whole page full of notes. I'm going to read these because they're pretty interesting. So here we go. Number one, I like an AMX. I think they are cool. They were kind of like a miniature, smaller version of like a Javelin. The Javelin never did it for me. Not that I was even around in 1969, but the Javelin, I could not stand those darn humps on those like fender humps on the fenders or the wheel. It's like, that's so ugly. But the AMX, American Motors Experimental, was cool. It was a American Motors sports car, and anything American Motors is odd, in my personal opinion. They just made odd stuff. But this car had I remember seeing them as a kid, and it had a mixture of Camaro and something else. I don't know. It seemed like the front of this thing reminded me of a Camaro. But anyway, the AMX is cool. And it had like a 390, I think, or 390. What is it? 391 or something like that. Maybe the instructions say highly detailed engine. Gear shift. We need one of those, and a rear view mirror, and a master brake cylinder. Isn't that kind of funny that they would even put that on the box? A gear shift. Anyway, sporty fastback, and here's some others available from Johan. So, without further ado, let's get her opened. So he bought this back in Atlanta. I guess, what was it? I guess when he says Atlanta in 2021, I guess he bought this at Acme. I saw Mark and met him for the first time at Acme in person. And he said he built this kit as a kid, but 40 years later he wanted to try it again. And he says he found it at Atlanta and apparently paid $65 for it. But anyway, it was labeled missing parts. But after taking a quick glance, he says he only found that the decals and the tires were missing. So that's pretty cool. He said there are some tires in here. They're not, I think, they're not the ones. And he was going to get some red lines because it comes with those. It had those red lines with it. He said about the body, bright orange. He said, Mark says that they would mold them in any color plastic they could get a hold of. Obviously, this one has red or orange. I would say this is more orange, but he says red. He says common to see white, light blue, black, orange, yellow, red, etc. He says he likes the shape of this body. This body is these AMXs were just cool. I don't know. American Motors got it right. I can only say that. They got it right on when they made the AMX. They just got it right. The bumper, I guess, is stuck. Okay, it just sticks through. But check this out. And this one also has hasn't been cleaned up right here, so it doesn't allow the hood to really, and there's some flash on the side, so the hood doesn't close that well. But I'd love to see this. Do they make this in anything else? That's what I would like to know. Let's see. I don't know. Did he say that? Oh, yeah. So that's right. Okay. So the body. I'm going to read. He's got bodies. It's a category or a section here. He said body. Johan would use, okay, that was the colors. He said, I like the shape of this body as it looks accurate. However, no other choices exist. So that's a good thing. Testers used the molds in the 90s to make some street racer versions, but they don't have the stock parts in the box. I'd like to find one of those Testers street racer versions. That would be cool. Yeah, that was in the 90s. But look at it, man. It's cool. I meant to say earlier on the Superbird on the other video, like, is this a crack or is that a part? Mark. I don't know if you noticed, but there is a crack here in the. There's a. Oh, come on, camera. There's a crack right there. That's easily fixed. But anyway, there is a crack. I thought it was a body line. Anyway, there's a crack right there. Check that out when you get it back. I didn't do it. But the Superbird, or the Superbird, oh boy, where the body came down and the body comes out right here, there was one heck of a parting line right there. I mean, it would take a side grinder to get that thing smooth. But anyway, this one's got, again, coming from technology of the ancients back in the, I think he said this thing was actually tooled possibly in 1974, but anyway, there's some parting lines, but nothing. That Superbird had quite a few big ones. But this is cool. They were very good. What I've noticed about, oh gosh, what I've noticed about Johann is they were very good about little, small details. Okay, it was a 390. Okay, see if I can get this to. There is a emblem, and I can't see the darn thing in the camera if it was even showing. Where's it at? There it is. 390. How in the heck would you even paint that? B, there's no decals. Maybe there was a decal that had 390. Then there's the AMX decal right there. Where did I just see one? Right here. I can't even read that. I don't have any earthly idea what it says. There is a little, you see that little square? I don't know what it is. I guess if I had a magnifying glass. I do actually have a magnifying glass. One of you guys sent me a one of those head mounted magnifying glasses, but I can't tell anything about what that is, and I even have my glasses on right now. But anyway, very sharp little details that they had. The rear bumper is already stuck on it, and it's stuck in there well. It also had that green underlying plastic for some reason on the chrome parts. Looks like the bumper would probably need to be stripped and re-chromed. The windows, I haven't even showed you the instructions, but anyway, the windows say AMX on them right there. AMX. Nice. They're in great shape. There's a few little blemishes, but those should buff out nice. Oh, cool. Okay. So this one has the seats actually. Let's see if it says interior. It says, Mark has here, the tub is fairly accurate. The original AMX was very unique because it was a two-seater, and this is a two-seater car. I wonder if that killed sales because, you know, it's nice to haul your buddy around, or your two buddies. You can only haul one buddy around in this one. But anyway, this has the seats molded in already. I don't know, they're not. Yeah, they're molded in. Boy, would you play it trying to paint those darn armrests right there because the seat is in the way. But there is a few little details that you can see. There would be the pull, like where you grab that handle, I suppose, and pull and close the door. But yeah, two-door car. So I went to a church one time, and at the time the pastor, he was a Vietnam veteran, and he came home from Vietnam, and guess what he bought? Yeah, he bought one of these. And it was I heard him talk about how that thing was so it would go. Here's the traditional underside of a Johann with all the molded in exhaust. The leaf springs and all are just molded in again. Basically geared for a child to put this together. Easy, just stick a rod through and mount the tires on the front and the back. While I've got it right here, let's check out the instructions. So, the 69 AMX by American Motors. Wow. I mean, look at this. The instruction sheet is like the engine. Put the tires on. Finish the tub. And there you go. So there's 4 steps. Which, that's good. It's simple. Simple's good. Some people like me need it simple. and that's okay. But yeah, check it out. That 390. So at 390, what was the horsepower on the 390? I don't know. You guys know. I bet there's someone in the comments that's going to tell me what the horsepower was. It was probably up there. I know they would go. I always heard that they were a quick little car. I heard the Javelin that they were pretty quick too. Since it's already off the tree, here is the nice AMX grill with the molded or the made-in headlights, which you can paint those and make them look realistic, but they're already in there. Again, with the resemblance to me some MPC models that have that already made in, but the chrome is kind of chipped off, so this would need to be de-chromed and then repainted. And I'm pretty sure Mark over at Hobby Nut would probably have access to some really nice chrome paints. But anyway, it's a nice little grill there. Here's your fan, your battery, your radiator, your firewall, your brake master cylinder, which it had power brakes, so it's got the brake vacuum booster right there. Your wheel backings with a little bit of flash on them, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Got a big Mac Daddy radiator in it. It's like about a 3-core. Alright, here is the valve covers, which are painted, and I don't see, there's not much of a chrome tree, but anyway, painted valve covers with, looks like, wow, 2 bolts. That's a dream. My nephew, side note, my nephew, right outside the door here is a 94 Ford Lightning, and he and I rebuilt the engine and made a catastrophic mistake. Anyway, we had valve train problems, put it that way. The thing that makes the valves go up and down, yeah, we wore it out in like 5 minutes. But anyway, Ford has like 6 or 7 valve cover bolts, and oh my goodness, when you have to pull them off like 50 times, it would be really nice to have some that just have 2 bolts like this. Would that not be just awesome? But anyway, okay, so I just noticed it's got 2 fans. Why we got 2 fans and they look different? I don't know. They're not the same fans. They're both a little different. I thought this was a single. You couldn't like build strip or anything like that. I guess, let me look at the instructions to see if it's got like an option fan. It just says fan. Fan belt assembly. No, I don't see anything about a different fan. I don't know. That's interesting why they have 2 different fans in there, and it is obviously the same darn stuff, so it's the right plastic. I think. Look one more time. Yeah, the exhaust. That's the exhaust manifolds that go on it, and the breather, alternator, oil pan, and oil where you add the oil, like the crankcase breather, things like that. Oh, that's a cool intake. So the intake manifold here for the 4-barrel, and it's see what I mean? That's just what I'm talking about. Little details that they do, or did rather. You see, even the intake it has the ports open. You know, like if you excuse me, if you wanted to make a version of it with the engine torn down, and if you just happen to have the manifold turned upside down, you could see that. So like, why did they even do that? No one would ever see it, but it's cool. It's just really cool. Excuse me again. Starter, there's the carburetor right there. Couldn't hardly tell what it was. There's so much flash around it, but there's the starter and the carburetor and the distributor. No idea what this is. This thing right here, I haven't a clue. Don't know. Anyway, let me see if I see it. it looks like something that the water hose hooks up to. Oh, this right here. This thing right here. So it goes from head to head, and then I guess maybe the radiator hose hooks to that. Okay. Glad I figured that out. And these things here, no idea what they are. These two. Well, the instructions are so simple. It's like, what the heck are those things? I don't know. It doesn't have them. Doesn't have these. Maybe they were like axles or something. I don't know. Here is the dashboard is cool. So if we can zoom in on that. What a cool dash. All the little, I am not joking, guys. If I had a magnifying glass, you could read this stuff. It is that finely detailed. When I turn this camera off, I'm going to get the magnifying glass and I'm going to check this out, because that is too cool. They did a great job on small details. Again, that's what's bizarre about them. The chassis is like, it's like, you know, let's push it around on the table, and then you've got this dashboard that's got like the finest details that you can imagine. And here is the block with a, oh no, it's had an accident. It's got a hole in the side of it. It's kicked a rod out already. That's where the axle goes. I don't like that kind of stuff. Don't like the axles that go through the engine. However, speaking of axles that goes through an engine, I have a Chevy Trailblazer, and guess what goes through the engine? The front axle. Yeah, it's weird. The front is four-wheel drive, so the front, it actually goes through the oil pan, the front differential. But here we go. Looks like a standard shift. I don't know what the transmissions are for American motors, but anyway, it's got it all molded in. Not the detail that the 426 Hemi on the Superbird had, but still cool. And the I'm not going to open these. He said these aren't the right tires, these white walls, but it's got these really cool looking rims and a shifter. Remember? Oh, I'm sorry, gear shift. That's what it's called. And rear view mirror. And then it's got, looks like mirrors. Does it have mirrors on the side? Yes. Here on the box, it's got the mirrors. They go on the side of the body. And I guess this is bizarre. I guess because I didn't see the cylinder heads. But you know what? They're white. That is something. And again, you see what I'm talking about. See if we can zoom in on these. There's valves in them. You can see the valves imprinted in the darn cylinders in the combustion chambers, which this is just like a wedge design head. Wow. I'm impressed with Johan and their small, teeny, itsy, bitsy details. Yeah, this is, looks like that's the heads that go. Oh, that's upside down. That wouldn't dare go that way. It would go this way. Like this. Something like that. Weird. Weird that it's white. Steering wheel. Actually a really cool looking steering wheel. I like the old sports car steering wheels from the 60s. Very cool. A couple of more of these rods that I'm not sure. I think these might be the axles. And here is the side windows, if you so chose to use the side windows, and the all the way across red taillight that would need to be cleaned up. But anyway, yeah, it looks like to me all the parts are here. Remember that's what Mark said when he bought it. It said parts missing, but it does appear that which there's not many parts to this kit. It's pretty simplistic. Mark, I'm going to put your window glass in a bag, and I'm not going to put this in because I'm about to break out the magnifying glass and I'm going to look at some of these parts. But anyway, let's see if I missed anything here on the, and I did miss a little. So wheels and tires, he says the Raider style wheels it comes with could be used as they were period correct, but Magnum 500 wheels will be more accurate. A set of red lines would be better than stock kit tires. And the stock kit tires are even missing. These tires are not the ones that it came with none. And the engine, it says, appears to be very wrong. Okay. So anyway, so the engine appears to be very wrong. I'm not sure what it was from, but it's not an AMX engine. Interesting. That's very interesting. I couldn't tell you. I know that your American Motors V8s they're a little different, but I don't know what an AMX 390 looks like. The 69 SE Rambler has the correct engine, but it's another expensive kit, too expensive to be a donor. Chrome, he says 50 years old, needs to be repainted with chrome paint. Pretty common with 50-year-old Johan kits. The clear, nicely done for, talking about the windows, nicely done for 1970. And then here he's got the last, it says observations. Hard to find stock version means you'll pay about $100 to $125 for a perfect kit. Wow, that is crazy. For a built kit or one with missing parts, you can find for around $50 to $75, as he's done here. So anyway, when he says it's the wrong engine, he's not talking, he doesn't mean that it doesn't have the right one in the kit. It's just that the accuracy, I guess, for the engine that's supposed to be in this kit is not it. I don't know. I think that's what you're talking about, Mark. Anyway, alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Hey, if you hadn't already, go hit the subscription button. I'd appreciate it. Go over into the Facebook group. Go to Hobby Nut Models, where this model came from and is going back to, because he won't let me have it. And check out Mark's inventory there. Go pick yourself up a kit, some supplies, MCW paint, anything you need over there at Hobby Nut Models. Don't forget to go to the Teespring store. Grab yourself a cup, a t-shirt, a hoodie, a sticker, or anything like that that's over there. And if you would consider being a Patreon member, it comes with a extra content that not everyone on YouTube gets to see. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I appreciate Mark at Hobby Nut Models for letting me look at these kits. It's really cool. And hey, I'm done. So you guys take care. See you later. Bye. Alright, so really quick, everybody, I wanted to prove to you guys that, holy cow, this is so crazy. The tack, so the tack is the far left, okay? You can't see this, I'm just observing this. The tack, the speedometer, and then we have fuel, temperature, and something else. But the tachometer, yep, 0, 10, it's the shadow, I can't see those up there, but anyway, it actually has real numbers. I mean, how did they do that? The speedometer is let's see how accurate I am. If you guys know your AMXs, what is the speedometer in the, looks like, man, this is hard to see. I've got another little thing, let me put it down here, see if I can get even closer. I want to see what the speedometer, I can't get the dang light in it like I need to when I put this thing down. Oh shoot, hold on, let me grab my phone. I know this is ridiculous, but I'm blown away by this detail. I'm trying to see, get some light in here. I want to see if I can read the speedometer. Oh man, 100 and, oh gosh, it's hard to see. My phone's in the way now. Is it 140? There's 90, 100, 110, 20, 30. Yep, 140. It looks like mile per hour speedometer. Cool. And the radio has the old push button style, and the numbers are 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 15. How cool is that? Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya. Bye.